Hello, I'm going to show how to get started with the text editor to BLL. I want to show the basic keyboard shortcut how to get you started. We start the application and F9 toggle hide and show the console window. F8 is the output window. F10 is the project file list window. And you can step through the file by control left and right. And then we have the function index list window, F11. And you can step through this list by control page down and page up. This is all the function we have in this script file. The editor have a bookmark system built in this, and you can press Ctrl 0 to 9 to jump to the different bookmarks. I want to show how you can set up your own bookmark. You make a BLHTML hashtag and put the key shortcut, and you put your label, and this is Control 1, and if you remark this by Control M, you're going to get this in the function index list. And to demonstrate this, if I press Control 0, it go to the on create, or if I press Control 1, it go to our newly created bookmark 1. I want to show F1. F1 is our help documentation, and this works similarly to the BLL function. You step down by control page down or page up to go through the indexing. You can even click on the topic in the list to go to the specific topic. You switch between the help document and your current file by pressing F1. You can even get specific help by right click on a BLL function and then show help on the function, in this case Control F1. Here we can see all the function that you can control the label. And if we stand on this button and press Control F1, we can get the information, all the commands that we have to control the button. We can even go and put here on a user created function that is create toolbar that we can see here in the list. We can double click on that to go there manually, or we can go Control 1 to go back and put ourselves on this and press Control I to jump directly to this function. I want to put up how to create a main file. Main file is the current file that you're working on, and I demonstrate on this sub window by pressing Shift Control M to create the current main file. And if I go out in the file list and press Control Alt M, I return to my main file. I can do it manually with the mouse by going down like this, and then I double click on the file in the list that I want to jump to. And then we have something called jump file. It's when you have a file like this in the text, you can create a jump file by Control Alt and J to jump to this file, and you can return to your current field by pressing Control Alt J again. And now you actually set your jump file, so even if you don't stand on the file itself, you can still Control Alt jump to jump to the basic file and return. If you want to change to another jump file, you put here on this menu basic, and press Ctrl Alt and jump, and here we are in the file that is going to create the menu, and then I can return by Ctrl Alt J. And then we have the configuration file, that is Ctrl Alt B. Here we have all the information regarding the Windows, the editor. In this Win category is all the attribute that is going to be read for the Windows position, the profiles, how the Windows is going to look like. And if we go down, we can see here is the BLL. This is the file extension for our BLL script. Is how it's going to be coloring for the lecture. And here is the different word. We have here, for example, the lecture word 2 is system command. They are yellow. They can be malicious, so you can see that kind of command by seeing the yellow text, and be a little careful what they're doing. And here is the rest of the preset file extension that have their own lecture. Down here, if I press Alt F, I can set my own console profile. This is the standard profile that you can change by changing the information to this default. You can even create new one by setting console and dot your own profile name. And when you restart, it's going to get that profile name in this list. Last, we have, if we go back, Ctrl Alt B, we have every file have a ini file, and to reach that is Ctrl Alt F5. And here is a file that is having all the information about the Windows location and the Windows attribute you want for your BLL script, how it's going to save the information. And then we can see up here, we can have in the BLL menu we have run. It means that it's going to run this in debug mode. We can make an example. We put some gibberish and it's like press F5, and then we see syntax error on line 37, attempt to call a global blah 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 a nil value. So you can see and how to correct it. The F6 is that we send this to our standard application associated with the file extension .bll. So this is a pre-release mode where we can see how the application is going to behave in release mode. And finally, we have in this, we have the build BLL release. And here we see how he going to build our project. He going to create this as a directory where we have all the files, so we can even put this folder in another computer that doesn't have BLL installed, and we can run this sub windows, that is the exe file that going to run our script. And we can see that our script is in the data file, and here is the sub window, the BLL script, and here we have the personal ini file for this BLL script in the data file. Last, I want to show that you can change the location for the console. You can press Shift Ctrl F9 to change side, and you can press Shift Ctrl F10 to put the console on the bottom or on the side. And you can even make the final application run the console in this mode. That was all. Thank you for watching, and bye.